If you find yourself creating the same inner pictures over and over again, closing your eyes, feeling the emotions, visualizing your future self, and yet your outer reality stays the same, know this: there's nothing wrong with you. Maybe you notice small shifts, a fleeting sign, a brief validation, and then everything resets. The vision feels powerful, but it doesn't materialize. The reason is simple: imagination alone doesn't create reality, your energy does. There's a profound difference between dreaming about tomorrow and actually transmitting it, between picturing your desires and becoming the person who naturally embodies them within the quantum field. Visualization is only a fragment of the whole. The missing piece is your vibrational state. If that vibration doesn't match the reality you want to attract, it will always stay out of reach, no matter how vividly you imagine it. You've been taught to ask, to trust, to receive. But the universe doesn't respond to pleading, it responds to alignment, to energetic authenticity, to the signal you embody every single day. Not the energy you project for a few minutes in meditation, but the frequency you carry in your breath, in your choices, in your emotions. The universe isn't listening to your words, it's reading your being. When you truly understand this, everything begins to shift. Not because you push harder or think more positively, but because you stop chasing. You stop begging life to deliver what you think is far away, and instead begin to treat it as a state of energy that's available right now. This state isn't abstract or mystical, it's tangible, vibrational, alive. It feels like quiet confidence, steady flow, no rush, no doubt. It simply knows. And when you move through life as someone who already has what they desire, the field responds, because it must. Why is this so hard to sustain? Because your history has trained you to vibrate at the frequency of someday. You've been conditioned to wait, to prepare, to earn your worth, to believe that you must prove yourself first. Now, for the first time, you're being invited to release that programming and become what once felt impossible. At first, it feels strange, almost dishonest, but that's only because your nervous system hasn't yet caught up with your deeper truth. This frequency isn't foreign to your essence, it's ancient. Your body just needs to remember. You might ask, how do I hold this frequency when my outer world hasn't changed yet? The answer: you begin the change from within. You decide that your energy leads, and physical evidence follows. You redirect your focus from what's missing to what's already present, from what you want to who you are. And as you practice this daily, something remarkable happens. A new energy emerges, stable, calm, resilient. That's when the quantum field begins to move, not because you forced it, but because you finally matched it. This is the real process of manifestation, not the fantasy of forcing the universe, but the science of resonance. It's about shifting from scarcity to fulfillment, from hoping to being. You begin to walk, breathe, and decide as if it's already yours, not to convince the cosmos, but to harmonize with it. The quantum field doesn't care about your wish list or your mantras. It mirrors who you're being. If you visualize wealth but act from fear of lack, it registers fear. If you long for love but reject closeness, it reads resistance. If you speak of growth but complain as if you're trapped, it records limitation. The field doesn't analyze your intentions, it measures your coherence. Coherence is when thought, emotion, and behavior say the same thing. In that state, your frequency becomes steady, powerful, magnetic. Reality begins to reorganize itself around you. Desire without identity creates chaos. Identity aligned with desire creates clarity. The field doesn't respond to wanting, it responds to knowing. So how do you embody that knowing without waiting for proof? You create the proof from within. You start showing up as the version of you who already lives that reality. You stop waiting to feel accomplished, and start moving, speaking, and choosing as someone who already is. Not pretending, but remembering. You stop trying to become, and begin to be. Again and again, until your system adjusts and your inner dialogue no longer sabotages your energy. At first, it takes courage. Acting like your future self before your environment reflects it can feel lonely or strange. But that's just your old identity fighting to stay in control. Let it be there, just don't let it lead. You are the signal now. You're the reference point. You're not reacting to reality, you're generating it. And when your subconscious feels safe, your energy expands. When your energy expands, the field responds. Start small. You don't have to change your whole life, just the way you move through it. How you talk about yourself. How you carry your body. How you receive good things, Do you embrace them or question them? Every small action tells the field what you believe you deserve. If you were already living your highest reality, how would you wake up tomorrow? How would you breathe, eat, walk, or speak? Would you still apologize for being authentic? Would you still hide your light? Or would you choose like someone who deeply trusts themselves? Each of these choices sends ripples through the field, waves that reach farther than you can imagine. This isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Your system has been running the same programs for years. It's used to lack, to struggle, to not enough. So when you start broadcasting a new signal, resistance appears. That's not failure, that's recalibration. It's like tuning a radio. Static doesn't mean the station doesn't exist, it means you're finding it. Each time you notice yourself slipping into old energy, gently redirect. Ask, what would the version of me who already has this feel and do right now? Then do that, even just for 5 minutes. Those micro choices build new neural pathways and rewire your frequency. When thought and emotion align, you don't just imagine, you transmit. And the world starts to respond. People treat you differently, ideas flow more easily. Synchronicities appear. Not because the universe suddenly chooses you, but because your signal becomes strong enough to be heard. You stop leaking energy into eventually, and anchor it into now. This is coherence. This is manifestation in motion. At a certain point, something new arises, serenity. Not excitement, not urgency. Peace. Because you're no longer chasing, you're allowing. You're receiving. You're witnessing your own energy returning to you as people, opportunities, understanding, grace. This serenity isn't passivity. It's an active state of trust, like a gardener who plants, nurtures, and lets nature do its work. You don't dig up the seed every day to check if it's growing. You trust. Manifestation works the same way. You plant the energetic seed through thought and emotion, maintain the vibration through identity and action, and then let the field bring it to form. Often the result exceeds your imagination, precisely because you didn't limit it with how or when. Here's the paradox: the less you need it, the faster it arrives. Not because the universe plays games, but because neediness vibrates at lack. Gratitude vibrates at fullness. When you can hold your desire lightly, with appreciation instead of desperation, you maintain the frequency of already mine. The more you return to that state, the more your body learns that it's safe to live there. Not visit it, inhabit it. Not because life becomes perfect, but because your coherence no longer depends on circumstances. You've integrated the field. You trust it, and it trusts you. Take a breath right now. Let this settle into you, not as new knowledge, but as ancient memory. Feel your energy soften into the awareness that you've already changed. You're not waiting for the quantum shift, you are the quantum shift. And if this message reached you at exactly the right moment, it's not coincidence. It's reflection. It's the mirror of who you're becoming. The reminder that the frequency you've been seeking isn't outside you, it's been your own resonance all along. From here, the practice is simple but powerful. Every day, choose one small action that confirms who you've become. When the old voice whispers, "You're not ready," stay with the new truth 1 minute longer. Let your body adjust to the unknown. Cross the discomfort like a bridge. Train your system to feel safe in expansion, not to impress anyone, not to control matter, but because it's who you are now. If these words resonated, listen to them again tomorrow morning before the world gets loud. Share them with someone who's ready to remember. And if you want to stay connected to this frequency and explore how consciousness, emotion, and energy weave reality together, subscribe to Quantum Mind Frequency. Thank you for being here, for bringing your awareness, for your presence. Your vibration contributes to the awakening of us all. For your video, keep a deep blue visual theme, cosmic textures, slow-moving waves of light, sacred geometry, and soft transitions. Let every image breathe, a visual echo of the calm, intelligent energy of the quantum field itself.